We've just been pulled over by the cops at the border, and apparently we've got a stowaway. Not looking good. They tried giving us a ticket, and it's a right cheeky little bugger. Santa, what are you doing?
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
Good morning everyone, welcome to our new video, and just a quick one. So we're on a bit of a roadie at the moment. We left yesterday and the plan originally was to head to Ulum Falls, which is kind of west of Byron. Really nice falls. There was a hell of a lot of water in it. We got there, but the campsite, a national park campsite, was shut until June. So anyway, we had a quick look there, flew the drone, and then thought, well, we'll head to the beach. And we got here to Evans Heads last night. We stealth camped in Evans Heads. Just going to spin you around so that you can have a look. So we didn't actually stay here. It's a bit too not conducive to a good night's sleep staying in a place like this, although it is beautiful. And this is Evans Heads. Now we've just had brekkie and we are going to head off again. And so in today's video I want to give you some information on ventilation and what I use for ventilation. There's a hell of a lot of people on the Facebook groups talk about ventilation and having air conditioning and such like, and that is something that I want to cover in this video. So if you like it, please subscribe. It really helps us out to subscribe, and please comment below. So here we go. Tulum Falls is situated in the Tulum National Park, which is part of the Gondwana Rainforests of Australia World Heritage Area. It's a really beautiful spot. We got there and we'd had a lot of rain, so the falls were in full flow. Unfortunately, the campsite was closed, so the campsite's closed until June 2021, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, we intended staying there. We then, because of that, we then just moved on to Evans Heads. But anyway, here are a few drone shots of the falls, and I hope you enjoy them. Now, I see a lot of questions on the Facebook groups and stuff like that, the Vanlife Facebook groups, about air conditioning, and people ask what they need to do for air conditioning. Now, I just want to give you my opinion. Now, as it comes to air conditioning, when I was looking at converting the van, I did think about air conditioning. I think it was a Commander. They were about $2,000. In the end, I didn't really know that much about it, but in the end I decided not to go that way. And the way that I did go was 2 fans. And I'm just going to take you in the van at the moment. Now, outside temperature is about 30 at the moment. So it's quite a warm day, quite a muggy day. So the outside temperature is 30, and I'm just going to take you inside now. And the inside temperature of the van, it's been shut up. Now I do have the blackout curtains across the front, across the windscreen, and it is very comfortable inside here at the moment. So I'm going to explain to you what I have. Now, I have 2 MaxxAir fans, one at the front, just above the, just by the sliding door, and actually in the roof there is a marking for a fan on the roof. This is a Volkswagen Crafter, long wheelbase, high roof. And then I have a second one at the back of the van, just above the bed. Now, these fans can either suck or blow, said the actress to the bishop. However, they can either suck or blow, and basically suck air out of one fan and the air, and then you get air coming in through the other. So this fan at the front here is not turned on at the moment. It's just moving from the air that's being sucked out of the back, so you get this nice circulation of air, and you can swap that around whichever way you like. Now, this fan at the back here is on full speed, and it's sucking the air out and basically keeping the van nice and cool. It's livable. And at night what you can do is just swap that around so that the front sucks out and then the air comes in over the bed, just to keep you cool at night, because it can get quite muggy in Australia at night. Now, when I chose the fans, obviously most people, they had a choice between the more common ones, which are the Fantastic fans, or the MaxxAir fans. Now, the MaxxAir fans is obviously the version that I went with, and there are a couple of versions. This is just the standard version, and there is another version with a rain sensor which will close the lid if it rains. And then there's a deluxe version that has a little canopy that goes over that you can run whether it's raining or whatever, or even when the van's on the move. They draw absolutely no power. They are very easy to maintain. I've had a couple of issues with them where they stopped working. Now I think it was the control panel. I can't necessarily blame it on the actual quality of the fan. I'm not quite sure what the issue was, but at the end of the day they were fixed very quickly. Now, I had them fitted at a place on the Gold Coast called Carafit. They were at Labrador, and again, like I say, the service was was an excellent service from them. Now, the pros and the cons. Now, I actually wish now that I've got them that I'd have gone for the deluxe version because of the canopy. They're not quite as stealthy, but it does allow you to run the fan when it's in all weathers, when it's raining. Now, I do find that the water comes in obviously through the hatch when it's raining, so you either have to have the hatch barely open or not open at all, which can be a bit of a problem. So I wish I'd gone through for the deluxe version. And It's not necessarily a con, but they do get very dirty, so you do have to keep them clean. Obviously they're sucking or blowing a lot of dust either way, so they do get pretty dirty. Now the only other thing is I would recommend that you have a minimum of one fan. So either, well, you have two hatches, so either you have a fan at the front and then just a hatch above your bed, or otherwise just do what I've done and go for two fans. And it is one of the best things that I've ever done. I have been in the van without the fans, and at night, even during the day, it's not very comfortable at all. Another thing I use for ventilation are these. So I made these. These are basically made out of boat window acrylic. So this is the type of plastics that they use in boat windows. It's tinted, and so I've also cut holes in it to let the ventilation go through. And then all I do is I just slide them into the grooves of the windows and push them up like so, and then just move the window up, and there you go. It's a bit of a gap there, and then you just leave them in there. The vents, the MaxxAir Fans suck the air through the holes in the window and add a bit more ventilation, especially good for at night. Now on Christmas Eve we arrived at the Nightingale Winery in Broke in the Hunter Valley. This is a really beautiful vineyard, out a bit but peaceful, really quiet, a lot of nature, kangaroos just running around, just really peaceful, no noise, pitch black at night, just a beautiful place. And here is a few images and drone shots of the Nightingale Winery and vineyard. Make an amazing port and a beautiful Verdelho. If you ever get there, try those, you won't regret it. So guys, that's air conditioning. I don't personally think you need it. Air conditioning costs a lot of money. It needs a hell of a lot of power. And so firstly, it costs a lot of money for the actual air conditioning unit. And secondly, it costs a lot of money for the solar panels and then the batteries that you need to run it. So personally, I would just go for the MaxxAir Fans. They're worth their weight in gold. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe for new content, and also please visit our Instagram and Facebook pages and like and subscribe to them as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.